And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And there are 3 holidays that every Christian should celebrate: Christmas, Easter, and the 4th of July. I'd like to thank the men who died, who gave that right to me. So I proudly stand up next to you and defend her still today. If everyone would please stand, I would like to recite the Lord's Prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. Because there ain't no doubt I love this land. As Christians, we need to live by the 10 Commandments, and as Americans, we need to live by the Second Amendment. God bless the USA! No, I'm just crossing out the verses that I don't like. We should all know that the Ethiopian eunuch was transgender. You guys not know anything about the history of people kind? And we all know that the real God that we're worshiping, it's actually just it's the friends we made along the way.
Actually, Calvinism and Arminianism doesn't correlate to full predestination and free will. They're both very complex theologies. If everyone can please pull up to Romans 9, yes, and we're going to be looking at the Westminster Confession of Faith and their position on this particular passage. You don't have a copy? Then what are you doing here? I was talking to this person and they were talking about how there should be like a personal relationship with Jesus and like unity in the church and stuff. And I said, well, that's interesting. But if you look back at the church fathers and their stances on baptismal regeneration, I think I might be able to change your mind on your specific position.
God blessed me with my private jet. God wanted me to buy that private jet. I asked the Lord, I said, God, should I buy this private jet? And he said, you deserve that private jet. So I bought that private jet. Now I want everyone to open to the book of Job. I want you to grab the pages of the book of Job. I want you to rip them out of the Bible and throw it in the trash can. Actually, while you're at it, just throw the entire Bible in the trash can. We're not using that around here. God wants you to be rich. God wants you to be famous. God wants you to have a prospering life. Why don't you have it? Because you haven't been tithing enough. Because you haven't bought my new book. I consider myself a Christian, except for the fact that I don't know anything about Christianity. Sorry, I don't think Christians read 1 Corinthians. I think they read the Bible. I mean, like, it's like, you do enough good things, you go to heaven. If you do bad things, you go to hell. Is that how it works? I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Yeah, I had to skip church last week. I was just really busy. Apparently that's a big deal when you only go to church 2 times a year, but I thought it was okay. And they were saying things like, don't say the Trinity is an apple because that's heretical. I don't know what the Trinity or heretical means, but I know what an apple is, and they're pretty tasty, so I don't see how that's a bad thing. Now, I believe we should have pizza for dinner. Why? Because of the historical evidence. Why were the Star Wars prequels made? I do not know. But what I do know is that they allowed more background to the original story, despite the fact that they're not as critically acclaimed. Now, as we all know, my videos are going to be on YouTube Shorts, with either a Subway Surfers clip or rug cleaning video accompanying them. Therefore, I need to make sure each of my arguments are 45 seconds long for people with bad attention spans. And I chose, through my own free will, to read that book and to burn that book. It was really boring. It was 50 Shades of Grey. Don't read it. It really sucks. Son! What is this I'm hearing about you making premarital eye contact? Come here. What? No, you cannot see the new VeggieTales movie. It's violent. How about instead I'll read you the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. It sounds much better. So, I heard you were singing happy birthday to your grandma, huh? That's a secular song. What, you sneak heroin in your backpack while you were at it?
Well, I finally did it! I finally did it right here! I took all my calculations. I looked at the recent events in Israel. 3 prophecies were fulfilled. I predicted the day of the rapture. It's coming in 3 days. I spent this whole time writing things down. Look at these notes. Look at these notes. I predicted it. I predicted the day. Oh, and you thought I was crazy. You thought I was crazy. You thought I was crazy.
Okay, I have 1 more minute to get raptured, God. Dang it. I have a prediction down the gutter. Must have made a few miscalculations. Catholics, good. Other denominations, bad. Lutherans, good. Other denominations, bad. Eastern Orthodox, good. Other denominations, bad. Baptist, good. Other denominations, bad. Methodist, good. Actually, not really.